Hi guys, welcome to the Storytime Society, or welcome back to the Storytime Society. I'm so happy that you're here. I'm so happy that you're alive and on this planet, you know? We love it. We love it. Okay, so I'm currently filming at 9:14 p.m. on a Saturday night because I'm trying to get some videos banked because my mom is coming, as you guys know, because I've said a million times. She's actually coming in like an hour, so we have to pick her up from the airport at like 10-ish. No, 10:40. But we'll probably leave here at like 10:20 probably. So yeah, I will be like filming a little bit when she's here, but I'm trying to get like at least just a couple so they don't have to be like doing as much as I would while she's here, because she's here for this whole week, so it'll be good. We have like literally the whole week every single day together, so we'll be good. I don't really need to like film every video for the week early because it's gonna be like, okay, you know, we're not gonna have that much stuff to do. Like, we're literally gonna be probably going to the beach and like getting food. And that's like really it. And then like going out to dinner because it was her birthday on July 22nd. She's a little Cancer baby. And yeah, so I'm excited. I still haven't decided yet if I want to do a video with her or not. We might just like try to do a video, and if she's like, she doesn't like it and she's like uncomfortable, then we won't. But like, I'm not sure. I don't know how she's gonna feel about it, but I'm gonna ask her and see what she thinks. She's gonna be like, oh my god, absolutely, I want to do a video with you, of course, if I ask. But she's gonna be like, I don't really know what I'm gonna say, but I don't know. So I made I don't have a drink today. I've been trying to drink water, but I made a blueberry latte earlier because have you guys been seeing those on TikTok, like the blueberry syrup, and it's like homemade blueberry syrup and then you make like a latte out of it? Well, I did that, and I don't know if the recipe that I did was like disgusting, but they put butter extract in it, and all I could taste was the butter extract. It was literally a butter iced latte. That's it. It did not taste like blueberry at all. And I'm really disappointed because I was hyping myself up about it for the past like month because I was like, I need to try this blueberry latte. Like, it looks so good. It's not. But let me know if you guys have like a better recipe for it, or let me know if you have any good recipes for iced lattes like at home. I have like a Breville, so that's how I make my espressos. But if you have like ideas, because like I always see fun coffee ideas, like I saw the strawberry milk iced latte on TikTok and I was like, wait, do I need to make that? I haven't had strawberry milk since literally elementary school, but that was gas. Like strawberry milk in a carton. If you know, you know. So good. But we're going to get to the episode, and I hope you guys enjoy it. I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here. I love talking to you guys. Like, every single time I post a video, I literally check the comments all day that day because I'm like, what are they saying? Hi. Like, I just want to chat with you guys. It's just fun. But, yeah. So, if you haven't already, subscribe, like the video, obviously comment, just like I said, because I like chatting with you guys all day long, every day. And when I see a new comment, I'm literally like, respond immediately. And yeah, what did I say? Like the video, subscribe, maybe share it with a friend. Ding. I would edit that. Like sometimes I think about like when I do like that to edit like a little bright thing on my teeth and be like, ding. I don't know. But okay. What story? I feel like I'm hyper right now. Am I okay? Am I okay? Okay, so let's read. I love how I don't ever even like pick before. I just like go for it. Should I like start picking? I don't know. I just save a bunch and then I'm like, let's see what we're feeling at the time. And then just like pick. Okay, I'm gonna pick, sorry, this is kind of taking me a long time, but I'm gonna pick this one, okay? I think this one has some updates, maybe, because this one is from 2020, and I think there might be a new update, but we'll see. All right, so the title is, I'm 15 weeks pregnant with our poly family's second baby, and here I am, thinking of running away from the family that we've created. Married for 9 years, me and my husband have been doing the polyamory thing for 4 years now. This started when my husband confessed having feelings for one of our mutual friends. He really sold me on the idea of a polytriad, and we started living together. My family disapproved and stopped visiting us. That hurt, but things were okay. I did struggle with some jealousy issues, although I told my husband that I was open to dating someone new and bringing the new person into our fold. In reality, I wasn't ready at all. The guys I liked quickly distanced themselves romantically as soon as they heard that I was a married female in a non-monogamous relationship. It was hard. As for the guys who were okay with my situation and pursued me, I wasn't attracted to them. Things changed in 2017 when my husband's girlfriend became pregnant with my husband's first child. I love the kid, I really do. She calls me mama and she loves me a lot. Right around the same time, my company promoted me. I went from working 4 hours a day to essentially living 4 months out of my state. I immersed myself in my work, and in 2019, my husband talked about having one of our own to complete the family. Fast forward to June 2020, I found out I'm pregnant with a baby boy. We had a big gender reveal and everything. The kiddo knows that she's getting a baby brother. I'm currently 15 weeks along, and 2 nights ago, my company offered me a permanent position in the new city. Because of COVID, they had to lay off many people, and they now need more people in leadership roles. From a career standpoint, it would be foolish of me if I let this opportunity go. But if I do that, it would break my family apart. Right now, my husband and his girlfriend are working on the baby room, and I'm sitting here conflicted. I'm really tempted to take up the job offer and run away from the life that we've created. I'm also secretly contemplating an abortion. My friend thinks that I should take up the offer. He thinks I'm unhappy with my life and that a change would do me good. I would be working with him if I take up the offer. I have friends in that city, so I know that I wouldn't be alone. I'm really stressed out thinking about it. What do I do? Okay, sorry, this is me checking if I'm recording because I always get nervous, but anyways. Okay, let's just read some of these comments before I say anything, because they're like literally right here. It's like a copy and pasted one. Okay, so someone asked, this whole situation stems from the fact that you became poly under duress by nature of your cheating husband. You don't become poly because you have someone else lined up already. All these people telling you to just work it out fail to see that you were coerced into this situation. I'm baffled why you let it go on so long, especially since you didn't have a kid together. But I suppose it is your visceral desire for stability. I would get an abortion and go create a life you know, actually enjoy instead of this day-to-day colorless life of acceptance you've tolerated for way too long. Honestly, slay. I would never be able to. Like, if my boyfriend right now was like, hey, I actually really want to be poly and I like this girl, can we bring her in and be in a relationship with her? Like, I would be like, you can do that. I, on the other hand, will be gone tomorrow. Thank you. Bye. Like, I would never. I mean, I'm not saying that it's a bad thing. Like, you do you, but that would never work for me, ever. Like, don't even, you thought about another girl? Are you kidding? I'm pissed. That's literally how I feel. But I never show it. But that's how I feel. I don't show it because I know that it's ridiculous and not like the reality. Like, obviously when you're in a relationship, you don't just never think anyone else is attractive ever again. But sometimes when I think about that, I'm like, you think other girls are attractive? I feel betrayed. But it's okay. I accept myself for that. And I know that I'm crazy for it, so that's good. The first step is realizing and admitting, right? All right, so OOP comments saying, this was blunt and maybe the honest response that I needed. My husband and his girlfriend swear that they didn't start a romantic relationship until I was fully in the loop of things. But to be really honest, I don't know. Maybe they did start out by cheating, but that ship has sailed and I accepted the situation. So looking back on that won't help my situation, but I do feel that I need a fresh start now, away from the mundane life that I have. Oh my God. Guys, I have a heart attack every 5 seconds. Sorry. It's my anxiety. But I do feel that I need a fresh start. Okay, sorry. 15 weeks pregnant. I'm getting an abortion next week and moving on from my poly family. Wait, sorry? This is an update? 2020-07-07. And the first one was written 2020-07-04. Oh, damn, girl, you made up your decision fast. Okay, so this is the update. 15 weeks pregnant. I'm getting an abortion next week and moving on from my poly family. I made a post a few days ago about being conflicted with a new job offer and an existing pregnancy. Just thought I'd share here first. Last night, I accepted the job offer and I'm getting an abortion next week. My friend is helping me every step of the way. I'll be filing for divorce in a week or two. I've had great years with my poly family and my husband, and now it's time for me to make the jump and dive into the unknown. Thanks to all the people who sent me supportive PMs and helped me make my decision. And yes, I did talk to a therapist via Zoom. That session helped me clear my head in a way that I hadn't felt before. And no, I haven't talked to my husband. I will talk to him later. I will talk to him after I actually get the abortion procedure done. I'm really focused at this moment and don't want conflicting opinions to derail my journey, so I will talk to him after it's all done. Thank you. Honestly, reading this makes me so, it makes me feel like I'm her, and I'm so upset because I'm thinking, why did this man who was already married, you were already married for 9 years, then you meet someone 5 years into your marriage and you get her pregnant first? I feel like that's so disrespectful. You should at least have a baby with your first wife, but you're gonna have a baby with your girlfriend? Ew, I don't like that. I don't like it. Okay. So she commented, I'm not poly. My husband became poly a couple of years into our marriage when he fell in love with a mutual friend. And I went along with it because I wanted to please my husband and I was afraid of our marriage breaking up. He was and is my only partner and I was terrified to lose him. Clearly that was a mistake and it built a lot of resentment inside me over the years, which I couldn't understand or justify to myself. Okay, here is another update, 2020, July 24th. I finally aborted my 15-week pregnancy and I'm ending my polyamorous marriage. I moved out this Wednesday. If you check my post history, you would know what I'm talking about. Just an update for the people who reached out to me. I did get an abortion last week on Friday. I finally told him this week on Wednesday. I've never seen him so broken. It broke my heart to see him cry, but I had to do it. His girlfriend hugged me. Little kiddo hugged me and bid me goodbye. My husband refused to talk to me. I'm waiting for him to reach out. I'm giving him space right now. I'm at peace and I don't regret my decision. With this, I'm bidding my poly lifestyle a final goodbye. Thanks to all the people here who supported me. Oh, I feel it in my heart right now. I feel it in my chest. Resentment for this man. I feel resentment for this man because I'm I feel like that's just, I don't know, I just feel like it's so rude and you just basically said, hey, I want to bring this girl in, but your wife obviously wasn't okay with it. No, even though she said she was, I'm sure he could tell that she wasn't okay with it. And then now what? He just gets to live a happy life with this girl and their kid, but he wanted his wife there along with him. I don't know. That's just how I think of it. But I'm sure he was treating them both well if she stayed for that long, so. But she obviously doesn't want to be in a polyamorous relationship, so she shouldn't be. Wait, okay. So I'm confused because this girl, I'm going to her profile because I want to see what happens. And she's written a lot of stories. So I'm wait, is this real? A lot of stories. The last story that she wrote was a day ago, and it's, will I be the asshole for asking my husband if he's cheating after he secretly bought lingerie that was too small for me? Oh, wait, maybe I think this person's reposting. Oh my God, sorry, I'm literally the dumbest. I'm so dumb. Original post by, okay. This is the girl. I don't think that she's posted anything. No, she hasn't. Dang, okay. So she hasn't posted anything since 4 years ago, but obviously because she doesn't regret her decision, like, that's when you know. That's when you know. When you finally make, like you're scared to do something, but you just know in the back of your head that it's right, but then, like, you're still so scared to do it that it's just, you hold off for so long. I feel like that's happened with, like, my ex when I really, really didn't want to be in the relationship anymore, but at the same time I was like, wait, but am I going to be making a mistake? And I didn't know what to do. And then when I finally ended it, I was, like, so happy that I ended it. I did not even go through, like, a breakup, like, sadness about it, because we'd been dating for, like, so long, and you know those relationships where it's just, like, you already feel like subconsciously you were, like, out of the relationship, like, way before it even ended. So you kind of, like, grieved that. Like, we broke up so many times that I, like, grieved it so many times that I had no grieving left in me. So once we broke up, I was just like, okay, this was 100% the right decision, and I'm literally so happy that I made that decision. I could not be happier that I made that decision, because if I was still with that man, I'd be miserable. So thank you. Thank you, intuition, and thank you, gut, because that was literally my gut for 4 years straight. Obviously, because we would break up, like, every 5 weeks. I think we made it a good year in the beginning. And then, like, after that year, it was like, what's going on? Like, I'm settling for so much, or I'm settling for way too less right now. Like, can this man's, like, pick it up? And so we, like, would talk about it. Nothing would happen. Talk about it. Nothing would happen. And obviously we were so young at the time, so it's, like, fine. I don't even blame him. But why would I do that to myself? Why would I do that? Okay. Anyways, next story. This one's a little bit short, but we're gonna read it anyways because it has 12,000 likes, and it's on Am I the Asshole? Am I the asshole Am I the asshole for telling my girlfriend that she gave me the ick at a family dinner? I have a feeling this one's going to be hard to read because the title was already hard to read as it is. I'm 32 male, dating my girlfriend Jenny, 27 female, for almost a year now, and we've met each other's families. Jenny is an only child of an Asian family, while I'm half-half with one younger sister, Anna, 21 female. Anna and I are close despite our age gap. Our parents both worked demanding jobs, and I would babysit/chaperone for many of her bratty teen years. In recent months, I've noticed that whenever Anna comes up in conversation, Jenny would joke about how Anna is overly spoiled by my parents, and why do I say that? Jenny would joke about how Anna is overly spoiled by my parents and how we've created a princess. Last week at a family dinner with my parents, I felt like Jenny was overly grilling Anna on school/dating/life. At one point, Anna was telling a story about how a first date gave her the ick by not pulling out his wallet after their meal and let her foot the full meal. Jenny laughed and said that not every man will treat her to dinner like her brother would, and that you need to lower your standards. I was not happy with this comment, as it sounded like my sister didn't deserve to be treated with basic respect, but also didn't want to embarrass Jenny. Jennifer then went on to talk about how that would have never happened to her, as men see her as high value. I don't know what about this comment that just pissed me off, but I said that she was giving me the ick and to stop talking to my sister like that. The argument we had when we got home was massive, and Jenny told me that I was overreacting to an sorry, I don't know what this word is.
Innocuous.
Okay. Okay. Jenny told me that I was overreacting to an innocuous comment and would make a terrible father because I would always favor my sister over anyone else. I'm shocked at being called a terrible father, and honestly still don't think I was wrong, but need another opinion. I feel like they just aren't meant to be together, because obviously this girl is very, very, like, she's kind of giving like, she's giving like Pearl. Do you guys know that girl, Pearl, that, not me literally rhyming, but that girl Pearl that is like extremely misogynistic, and she's like such a pick me, and she's always like, yeah, like, what does she say? She's like, girls like after they turn 25, they're like useless. Or like, I don't even know. What the fuck does this bitch say? She says the dumbest shit ever. Who always... I need to know. I don't know what her name is. I think it's Pearl Davis. She's anti-feminist is what she calls herself. Here are some of the things that... Sorry, I know I'm getting off track, but I need to read like one of these at least. Here are some of the things that Pearl says. If a woman becomes obese due to pregnancy, it's fair for the man to leave her since she's not doing her part to be attractive anymore. 2. Did you know women leave men 80% of the time? 90% of the time if they are college educated. So if you get divorced, 80% of the time it's the woman leaving the man. That's so sad. These women are breaking a lifelong commitment and breaking up families. Men have it harder than women because they have a higher suicide rate. There's no patriarchy and gender gap. My dad worked 80 hours a week and he's now a white male CEO. Is that the patriarchy, or did women not choose to do that? So that's her. And I actually hate her. She's so annoying. And this girl's kind of giving that. Is it just me? I don't know. Like saying, like, it's fine if you think that. Like, it's fine if you're fine with that. Like, if you're fine with paying for the meal, that's totally fine. Okay. You do you. But to shame someone else for wanting the guy to be like chivalrous and pay for the meal, like, or pay for the meal, like, that's okay too. Girls want different things, and obviously if like a girl, if that's how she feels, like, she shouldn't date this guy. If, you know, like, I understand. I think that she, like, her shaming this sister also, like, she's literally 27. This girl, Jenny, is 27, and the sister is 21. So it's like, why are you being rude to a 21-year-old? Okay. And some of the comments say, not the asshole. It's like she's trying to compete with your sister. I'd have already gotten rid of her. OP said, I had this thought before too, but was too weirded out by it. OP, why are you with this person in the first place? She clearly has no respect for your sister. She's jealous of your sister and indirectly put down your sister in front of you and directly was offensive to sister. Now, and she said you'll be a terrible father when the conversation was not even related to that. She wanted to hit you where it hurts, and it seems like it did. A few green flags can cover the red flags. This may be the tipping point, and OP is now looking back at the red flags again. High value used by a woman is indicative of a pick-me status. Put all that down and back away. Literally, that's exactly what I said. And she used it to imply that she's better than the younger sister. What the F is that? I would think she feels she's high value because she's all Asian and not half and half like her boyfriend and his sister. That's how it came across to me, at least. Well, I didn't see that, but okay. Okay, you do you. So I think we all kind of agreed that he's not the asshole. I would also be like that. I would be like, give me the ick. I think it's okay to tell your, like, significant other if they gave you the ick. Like, hey, that really, like, rubs me the wrong way. I didn't like that. Okay. This one's also, like, even shorter, but the title seems interesting, so we're going to read it. 17 hours ago as well. The title is, My 31 female boyfriend, 32 male, and I were casually talking about kids and our future. He said he's going to get a DNA test when the baby is born. Is that appropriate? Is that inappropriate to say? We don't have kids yet, nor am I pregnant, but we have talked about having them in the next few years. We've also talked about getting married. We both absolutely love cars, and I jokingly said, what if our kids don't like cars? He said he's going to get a DNA test whenever we have kids. I thought he was joking, but it turns out he's dead serious. I expressed to him how his predetermined desire to get a DNA test automatically implies that he does not trust me and anticipates continuing to distrust me. I told him the statement makes it sound like I'm unfaithful or plan to cheat on him or that he doubts me. I have given him no reason to believe that I'm unfaithful. He knows I'm absolutely obsessed with him and he's my best friend, so the statement came as a shock to me. He also said, I wouldn't tell you that I'm getting it done, but I let him know that even sharing this with me is so hurtful and disappointing. Am I wrong in feeling like this is such an inappropriate thing to say to your partner in a committed, faithful relationship, or is it normal for couples to get DNA tests of their baby after it's born? Girl, you're 31 female. How do you not know that it's not normal to say that in a relationship? It's not normal to be like, yeah, I'm getting a DNA test of our baby. Like, what? No. No matter what. Even if I don't suspect that you're cheating on me, I'm getting a DNA test. What do you mean? Also, yeah, the first comment says, I wouldn't tell you that I'm getting it done. Well, he just showed you who he is. I would also wonder what other sneaky shit he does/will do. The trust is in him would be gone, and if it was me, I wouldn't date a person who would do this shit behind my back. Not only is he stating he doesn't trust her, he's stating that she can't trust him. Time to move on. He just weeded himself out. 1000% this. He's shiesty as hell. I wonder what secrets he's keeping from her right now. Never mind if they got married. If they did get married, I can see this scrub having the mindset of, well, she married me, so she'll put up with my bullshit instead of the hassle of going through a divorce. Yeah, honestly, I can't. Exactly. If he said, I hear those stories about babies being switched in the hospital and they give me nightmares, that would be somewhat understandable. But this guy is saying, I assume that you might cheat on me, so I'm going to go behind your back and make sure that you didn't. This is also a guy who's going to be going through your phone, hacking into your email, etc. No, for real. That's 100%. I agree. If he was like saying, I'm really like, I'm just super, what the fuck is the word? Not suspicious. I'm super paranoid. If he was like, I'm super paranoid, and like I always hear, because that's literally me, I'd be like, I'm just super paranoid. Like the amount of Reddit stories I've read about this, like I'll literally, ever since like really, really delving into the Reddit community, like sometimes like my boyfriend will leave the house to like go on a walk when I'm like working, and I'll be like, is he meeting up with his mistress? When I obviously know that that's literally not a thing. Like, I know 100% that's not logical at all, but all these Reddit stories, honestly, they kind of like rot my brain. And they like really make me feel like so many weird things could happen just because I've never heard of so many crazy stories before, like the cheating with your brother, the open family, like all that shit. I'm like, what the is people are actually insane. Like the fact that that's possible for people to do that, the fact that some people think that's normal, no, it's crazy to me. Truly. Okay. This one's longer, so that's good. Okay. The title is, After trying for a baby without success, my boyfriend confessed he got a vasectomy done years ago and didn't want to tell me so I wouldn't break up with him over it. Am I the asshole for not taking the news very well? Saying I'm heartbroken and pissed is an understatement. For context, I, 29 female, and my now ex-boyfriend, 34 male, have been dating for a little bit over 7 years. We met through a dating app and we had an instant connection. Early on in the relationship, I wasn't seriously thinking about marriage and kids, but we discussed it, and while I don't care for marriage, I've always been sure I'd like to have 1 to 2 kids, and he was on board with having kids eventually. I stress this because from our very first date, I told him I wanted to have a family. It's very important to me, and if he had told me he didn't want to have kids back then, I wouldn't have progressed the relationship. A few years ago, we were both doing great. I work from home and make decent money, and so does he. We had just bought our first home together, so I suggested we could start trying for kids within the next few years. He was up for it, and he seemed as enthusiastic as I was. But then, although we were actively trying for a baby, I wasn't getting pregnant. I started having severe anxiety over it. I thought there was something wrong with me. I started taking vitamins, eating healthier, exercising more, but I couldn't get pregnant. Not being able to get pregnant severely affected my self-esteem. Why can some people get pregnant despite using birth control perfectly, and I couldn't get pregnant even tracking my periods and doing everything right? I felt like shit. My boyfriend tried to brush it off, saying that it was okay or that maybe we're just not meant to be parents. And then would stress how great our relationship, how maybe me not getting pregnant was a sign, and that even if we didn't have kids, we could be a dink couple and enjoy life. I don't know what that means. A dink? We could be a dink couple? A partner in a well-off working couple with no children. Where do people get these words? Dual income, no kids? Okay, slay queen. Didn't know that was a thing. I'm learning so much. And that even if we don't have kids, we could be a dink couple and enjoy life. Now, while there's nothing wrong with being child-free, that's not the life I personally want. If I can't have kids biologically, I'm perfectly fine adopting or fostering. But in my future, I've always envisioned having a family with kids. And that's what I've worked my ass for all these years. What did I just say? And that's what I've worked my ass off for all these years. Anyway, to cut it short, after a year and a half of trying with no success, I decided to visit a fertility clinic and get a few tests done to check my fertility. To my surprise, my tests came out perfectly fine. Then the fertility clinic suggested to bring my partner in to check the quality of his sperm. When I got home and told him about it, he got visibly nervous and tried to make excuses not to go, saying he was busy, that he's scared of doctors, or that we should just keep trying for a few more years. I got very suspicious because he's normally a bit of a hypochondriac, and he's certainly not scared of doctors. After I asked about this weird behavior and I pressed for answers, yes, I know it's wrong, he blurted out that he had a vasectomy done 4 years ago. I was baffled, and I still don't get it, but seriously, before considering kids, we often talked about the future in our hypothetical family. Hell, we had been actively trying for a baby for over a year. He then told me that he decided against having kids some time ago, but that he never told me because he thought that if he told me, I probably would have broken up with him, which he didn't want. When I asked him why he didn't tell me while we were trying for kids, knowing how depressed I became over my fertility issues, he said that he hoped that when I saw I wasn't getting pregnant, I would perhaps abandon the idea and that we could just keep the relationship as it was. We had a huge fight. I was very pissed. I felt lied to, strung along, and although I know I'm still pretty young, I was hoping to be a mother before I turned 30, and now all of those plans have gone to shit. I told him how now I'd have to start over with someone else because he wasted my time. At this point, we were both crying and yelling. He begged me to stay and offered to reverse his vasectomy and try for a baby for real, but I broke up with him on the spot and packed my things. I still love him, and I want this more than anything, but I don't think I'll ever be able to forgive him for lying to me for years over something he knows is so important to me. It's been roughly a week since our fight. I've moved out of the house, and now I'm living with a friend temporarily until I figure out the legal house stuff. I had to get a burner phone because mine has been blowing up with calls and texts from him and his family asking me to please give him another chance and saying that everyone makes mistakes, how he was scared of telling me, how since he's now open to kids, we should get back together and consider counseling, etc. I don't think I can do it. What kind of relationship would we even have if we got back together? I don't want to constantly wonder what else he's lying to me about, but everyone is making me feel like I'm the bad guy for not forgiving him when he came clean to me. So, am I the asshole? No, I agree. You should literally not be with someone that lies to you for that long. Like, how can he keep a secret for that long? And also, not only that, but seeing how stressful, like how it stressed you out so much, how it affected your mental health, how if he would have just told you that, you wouldn't have felt any of those things. You wouldn't have felt depressed. You wouldn't have thought you had fertility issues. You wouldn't have had to go into the doctor to see if you had fertility issues and get tested. And then when was he planning on telling you? If you hadn't gone to the doctor and then been like, hey, they recommend that you go in to see if your sperm was checked, would he just keep lying to you? Yeah, he would have for like years, because he said we should just keep trying for a couple more years. He would have kept lying to you for years. That's insane. So, yeah. I mean, although obviously, like, I understand wanting to be like, you know, you're in love with this person, you've been together and for over 7 years. Like, I totally understand if you'd want to get back together with him, especially now that he's saying that he wants to like reverse the vasectomy or whatever. I don't know how easy it is to reverse a vasectomy. I've heard, at first I heard that it's reversible, which I know that it is, but isn't it like hard to reverse, or like, I don't know. Is a vasectomy reversible? Let's see. Almost all vasectomies can be reversed. However, this doesn't guarantee success in conceiving a child. Vasectomy reversal can be attempted even if several years have passed since the original vasectomy, but the longer it has been, the less likely it is that the reversal will work. Shut the fuck up. The success rates are very good, 80 to 90% when performed by an experienced microsurgeon, that you will have sperm coming out after vasectomy reversal. This does not guarantee pregnancy, but many couples do conceive naturally after vasectomy reversal. Okay, but you said sperm will be coming out, but that you might not get pregnant, so I'm going to take that as you can reverse it, but that doesn't mean that you're going to get pregnant, which is what they just said, but okay. Top comments. How is him choosing to get a vasectomy and hiding it from you a mistake? That was a choice. A mistake is him getting you red roses when you like yellow. Getting a vasectomy and then letting you think you're infertile was a choice he continuously made. He is now experiencing the consequences of his choice, and unfortunately, he dragged you down with him. Go find someone you can trust and won't make major life changes without talking to you about it. Ignite. He meant ignore, obviously. Oh my god, why did I laugh like that? Ignore anyone telling you differently, not the asshole. And while I was reading that, I just realized that he did that while they were dating. They had been dating for 3 years, and he did that. Now I'm even more mad. He did that while you were dating? That's actually insane. He went through a vasectomy. He literally got surgery while you guys were already 3 years into your relationship and didn't tell you. He's been lying. Oh my god, no. Never ever take this man back. That's like diabolical. His subtext. It's a mistake that I got caught in the massive lie, fraud, betrayal. Yep, his mistake was that he got found out and didn't have a backup plan to keep hiding it from you. A mistake doesn't last 4 years. Yep, he would have kept the charade up forever. He had no intention of ever telling you. Yep, that's what I came here to say. The lie would have gone to the grave. You would have always thought you were infertile. Why he didn't think you wouldn't investigate any fertility issues is baffling. Your relationship was built on deceit. Honestly, fuck that man. He literally blows chunks. Because why? Like, I don't even... If you didn't want to lose your girlfriend and you thought that she would break up with you, then probably don't get a vasectomy, a surgery, while you guys are dating, behind her back, and then not tell her, and then make her think that she's infertile for years. Like, what? You're clearly not okay. Clearly not. Okay. I think this is going to be the last story because it's 9:53 and I need to get ready to go pick up my mom. Actually, I also have to kind of like set her a little bed up in here too. Oh my god. Okay, sorry. Okay, here we go. This was written 4 hours ago. And am I the asshole? Am I the asshole for breaking up with my boyfriend of 10 years after he proposed during my best friend's wedding? This is a throwaway. My 36 female best friend Amy just got married last week. I was her maid of honor and I worked to the bone to make sure her wedding was a success. For the most part, it did. It went well. My friend looked beautiful. The food was great. The Flowers and decorations were incredible. She was so happy, and it made me feel so proud that I was a part of the group that worked to give her such an important day. Amy and I have been friends since we were in elementary school. We've reached all of our milestones since together. Went to the same college, even live in the same neighborhood. She's the closest I have to a sister, and even our parents joke that we're reborn twins. Needless to say, Amy is one of the most important people in my life. At the end of my master's, I met Danny, 31 male. He hired me as a tutor, and after a few sessions, he asked me out. I had never dated someone younger, but he was very sweet and I liked him, so I said yes. We've been together ever since. He had an older brother, Bobby, 39 male, who was introduced to Amy in a house party I hosted a few years later. The two were immediately taken with each other and they started to date. Eventually, Bobby asked Amy to marry him. During the wedding preparation, Danny casually mentioned how it would be a cute idea to propose during his brother's wedding. Bobby agreed, but both Amy and I immediately shut it down. I told Danny I found that kind of thing tacky. A person's wedding is a special day for them, and tainting it with stealing the attention was just wrong. After they stopped talking about it, what? Why am I like, I can't read. I feel like I should say after, comma, but maybe not. I don't know. I'm not a grammar queen. After that, comma, they stopped talking about it, right? After that, they stopped talking about it, so we kept going with preparations. At the wedding reception, Bobby suddenly stopped the music to make an announcement. He said the day was very special as he was marrying the love of his life and kept singing praises to Amy. I thought it was a cute gesture, so I just moved to sit in my chair and listen to the speech. Then Bobby said a sentence that made me dread what was coming. And now the day is more special, thanks to my brother's announcement. Suddenly, Danny was in front of me, kneeling with a box. Amy was in tears and ran out. I screamed at Danny, telling him he was a jerk, and went after Amy. At first, she was angry at me, thinking that I was involved in it. So were the other bridesmaids. Thankfully, one of the girls had seen me call out Danny and told the others about it. I told Amy I would never do this to her. We hugged and we all got out of the venue to Amy's suite. We found out later, though, through the men's mother, that Bobby gave Danny permission without speaking to Amy about it. I called Danny that same night to tell him we were through and I wanted him out of the apartment by the end of the week. I sent my mom to pick up my dog and my parrot just to make sure he didn't do anything to them or take them with him. He ended up taking my TV and my game consoles. I had them since before he moved in, but his mother was nice enough to bring the consoles back. For all I care, he can keep the stupid TV. Amy is now trying to get her marriage annulled since she feels that she can't trust Bobby. The boys' mother has been nothing but a saint to us. She even paid back Amy the money she spent on the wedding and told her to use the honeymoon with one of her friends. So Amy and I are now packing to go to Australia. She and Bobby had postponed it for a month so she could get a whole month of vacation. I'm a freelancer that works from home, so I'll just take my laptop. Since this whole fiasco, Danny has been blowing up my phone. Some of his friends have joined in this to claim that I'm an asshole for throwing out 10 years of relationship over a mistake, that he only wanted to make a cute gesture to prove how much he loves me, except the cute gesture was taking over my best friend's wedding after I had said how much I dislike that kind of stuff. Still, a part of me feels like I'm overreacting. So Reddit, am I the asshole in this? I definitely don't think you're an asshole because especially the fact that you said like, ew, I don't think that's cute, like that's tacky. That's like rude. Wouldn't your boyfriend want you to love the way that they propose, but instead they choose something that you verbally said you didn't like and then they decided to go through with that? That sounds like a little selfish to me. I don't know what to call it. I don't know, selfish? I don't know. Okay, some of the top comments. You both told them no and they did it anyway. Neither of you wants to deal with that sort of crap for the rest of your lives. You both dodged a bullet. Not the asshole. Add Danny stealing her television and game console to that. Not the asshole. The most disturbing thing to me was saying to get the animals in case he did something. Like, I would never be in a relationship with someone who I thought even had a 1% chance of ever harming an animal on purpose, regardless of the situation. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too when I was reading it. I was like, wait, in case I would never, like, that would never even be typed if that were me and my boyfriend, because I would never ever think that they would do anything to my animals. Like, that's crazy. That's like, I mean, I would never date someone that I would think would possibly hurt an animal, let alone my animal. Basically, like, it's their animals, basically, right? Because they've been living together for a while. I think that's the biggest point that I think that's the biggest point that they both ignored what their SOs said. I'm curious at the mom being so okay with both of her boys blowing up their relationships. Mom likely chewed them out for being idiots and ruining the wedding and going against their partner's wishes after they were explicitly told not to do it. Yeah, honestly, we love the mom for that, because I feel like a lot of moms would just be like, oh, honey, it's okay. Like, I can't believe she would do that to you. I can't believe she would do that to my little boy. You know, we love the moms that are like keeping their sons accountable. Like, what the fuck? Why would you do that? They told you they didn't want you to do that and you still did it. Like, what's wrong with you? This right here. Both women said no. They thought they knew better and ignored their wishes, and now they're trying to bully them into rethinking it. Obviously, these bros were raised in a culture of no means yes. Maybe she's embarrassed she raised such knuckleheads. Mother-in-law likely sees exactly how much of a fuck up it was and wants the girls to be able to keep their friendship. Some people would make great mother-in-laws. Unfortunately for her, she raised two selfish fools. I would too if my kid pulled this crap. I think they meant, wait, what? I think they meant, okay, since most people tend to take their family sides during a breakup, barring things like abuse, cheating, etc., their mom seemed to actually be a decent person, unlike her idiot sons. Yeah, it would be a mistake if it wasn't prearranged after being told not to do it by the bride to be in the GF. Yeah, if they wouldn't have asked or said anything about it and they just like planned this behind their backs and then it happened, like, that's a different story. It's like, okay, I can maybe understand that was a mistake, but after already being told no by both of your significant others and then going through with it, not only being told no, but why would Bobby want his soon-to-be wife to be so unhappy on the day of her wedding? And then why would Danny want to propose in a way that he knows his girlfriend doesn't like? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. The point of proposing, isn't it to, like, do a grand gesture for this person that they would like? That's like going skydiving with someone that's afraid of heights. Like, hey, let's go, like, I know that your biggest fear is skydiving, but I'm actually going to propose to you while we're jumping out of a plane. Let's go. And like, hello? Are you okay? Because clearly you're not. But honestly, I feel like men just always think that they know the best. Like, they're like, no, she'll love it. No, she said she didn't. She said she hated that idea. No, she will love it. I know she will. I know. Trust me. Once I do it, she's gonna be so happy that I made that decision. They're so silly gooses, honestly. Sometimes it really gets me going. I'm like, what? Okay, it's officially 10:02. So I am gonna go and I'm gonna set this stuff up for my mom to make her have the cutest little room ever. And I bought all this stuff for my bathroom today. I bought like a bunch of cute, sorry, but I made the guest room theme pink. Sorry to my boyfriend, but I did. Sorry. I need some girly stuff, you know? I mean, honestly, not gonna lie, but like most of our house is kind of girly because I decorated it all. But like, I usually try to steer away from like super girly colors because I obviously want it to be like semi-neutral for us. But in this case, I didn't, because I just wanted a cute little like spunky, like happy, joyful bathroom for the guests. For whoever stays here, like that's fun. So I got a bunch of stuff. Like I got this cute little mushroom and I put some floss in it. You guys don't care, but I'm going to tell you anyways. I got shampoo and conditioner, body wash, I put a bunch of little like Barbie scrubs in there. There's like, what is it? This like brand, I think it's called Truly, the makeup brand or something. I don't know, but they did a collab. They did a Barbie collab, and I have all this stuff from them, like a body scrub, like body lotion, like stuff like that. So I put that in there. I put some cute little like pink rugs. I got really cute decorative little hand towels at Target, and then I got pink towels, and I got a little trash can. What else? I think that's it. But there's other pink stuff in there too that I already had, like the pink soap and stuff. But yeah, basically what I'm trying to say is that the theme is pink for the guest bathroom. And I love it. And my boyfriend said nothing because he doesn't care. He's just like, do whatever you want. Okay, anyways, my mom's flight is delayed, so she said she probably won't be here till after 11, which is kind of annoying for her. I feel bad because she's been traveling since like 2, I think, or maybe 1, because she had like an hour drive to the airport, but I'm gonna go. Now I have more time to at least get ready and stuff, like all her stuff ready for her, but yeah. I love you guys, and I hope that you enjoyed this episode. Let me know what you think. Sorry, my boyfriend rudely interrupted. Like, what do you mean? Why would he come in here? He knows that I'm filming. Why would you come in here? I was like, hello? I would have. He's like, are you still filming? Yeah, I'm still filming. Why would I be in the room with the door shut if I wasn't? Come on. Okay. Yeah, I think that's all I have to say, but I love you guys, and I will see you in the next episode. I hope you have the best day ever in the world, and see you later.